Hi everyone and welcome to my next video. I'm using my Urban Decay Gwen Stefani eyeshadow palette that I've just received for Christmas. So I'm just basing the whole look around that palette. So let's go. I was really tired when I started filming this, so apologies for the messy hair and tired looking face. So let's begin. So I start off with primer. It's Fix and Perfect Primer by Rimmel London. It smooths, resurfaces, brightens, mattifies and protects. Basically just everything you want in a primer. Next is onto foundation. I'm using Estee Lauder's Double Wear Stay in Place makeup in the colour 1W1 Bone. Then I'm just going to pop that all over my face using my Real Techniques stippling brush. And I'm also bringing it down my neck as I'm really pale today. Is the lighting any better in this video? Because I've just got some new studio lights. I hope it is. Next is on for concealer. I'm using my Collection Concealer Lasting Perfection 16-Hour Wear Concealer in the colour Cool Medium number 2 and Fair number 1. These are my go-to concealers and they're absolutely full coverage. So I drag some underneath my eye for highlighting, up my nose, on my forehead and underneath my chin. They're absolutely brilliant these. They're really good at blending and they stay in place all day. And I just like to blend them in using a damp beauty blender by Real Techniques. And to set all of that, I'm using Makeup Revolution's pressed powder in the colour Translucent. I always like to blend down my neck, underneath my necklace as well, just to give it that more natural look. Next is onto brows. I'm using Pixi by Petra Brow Powder Palette. I'm using the darker colour at the bottom and I'm using like a flat shader brush just to fill them in. I wish my eyebrows were thicker because if they were, it'd save me 10 minutes every day from filling them in. So I've just sped up the process just so the video isn't so long. To make sure they look symmetrical on both sides, I do use my brush to line them up, and as you can see I wasn't happy with one of my brows, so I just redid that quickly. Next is onto contour. I'm going to be using my Dalla Palma contour kit. I'll be using the banana colour tone corrector underneath my eyes. Next I'm going to be using the dark bronze colour just to contour my cheekbones, underneath my chin, down my nose and across my forehead and temples. Trying to make my hair look not as scary, but I don't think it was having an effect. Yes, I'm very weird. So next it's on to blush. I'm using Soap & Glory's Love at Last blush in Pink Pop and Pearl and I'm just popping that across my cheeks. Back onto my contour palette, I'm using the highlighter colour on my chin, on my nose, my forehead and underneath my contour. Underneath my contour I do give a little bit of a sharp line just to define it more, but I do blend it back again with the bronzing colour. I almost forgot to contour my nose, how very dare I. I also contour my lips. I'm just popping some Baby Lips by Maybelline on because I will be applying lipstick later, and add a bit more effect I'm using Hoola Benefit bronzer. I absolutely love this bronzer. Next is on for highlighter. I'm using Goddess of Love Triple Baked Highlighter. It's from I Heart Makeup. I think it's something to do with Makeup Revolution. But I'm just going to be popping that at the top of my cheekbones. I'm going to be strobing it around the top of my eyebrows, down my nose and on my Cupid's bow. Then onto eye primer, I'm using MAC's Painterly Paint Pot. Then onto my new eyeshadow palette. It's Urban Decay's Gwen Stefani eyeshadow palette. I think the packaging's really gorgeous. And also the palette that you get inside is so cute. You get a free like sample of lipsticks in there as well. I'll have to try them out in another video. So this is the palette and what it looks like. And that's the back. I'll just open it up for you as well. And I love how it says on the mirror, Magic's in the makeup. I think that's gorgeous. There are a lot of colours I will be using in here, but I'm trying to stick to more like a simple look since it's the first time I've actually used this palette. So I'll probably stick to like blonde, skimp. I'll probably use punk as well, but we'll just see how it goes. I'm taking the colour skimp and patting it all over my eyelid and blending towards the crease. I'm going to take a mixture of two colours, the colours Stark and Anaheim. I think that's how you say it. I'm going to be popping that through my crease and blending it out. Oh my god, did you see what happened to that brush when I got it out? Sorry, I should have really cut that out of the video, but I thought it was funny. Then I'm taking the colour Steady and I'm going to pop that in the outer corner of my eye like a transition colour. Then for a bit of a darker colour, I'm using the colour Punk and I'm going to be using that in the outer corner of my eye just to create a V sort of shape, and I'm going to be dragging that underneath my bottom lash line as well. Remember to blend it out as you go. Then for highlight, I'm using the colour Blonde and I'm going to be popping that underneath my eye. It's just to clear it up a little bit and also on top of my brow bone. Next is onto the colour Bathwater. Oh, I love that name. And I'm just popping that on the inner corners of my eye just to create a little pop. Not to forget to drag it underneath my tear duct as well. Next is on to liquid liner. I'm using my Glam'Eyes by Rimmel London, and as I did start doing this, I actually made a little bit of a mistake, and if you can see my little angry face there, so I just get a baby wipe and quickly wipe that off and start again. But I will be taking it across the lid of my eye and flicking it out to create a cat eye. Before I move on to my mascara, I'm just clearing any excess fallout from the eyeshadow off my actual eyelashes. Next is on to mascara. I'm using my Dalla Palma Sigligon. Oh, I'm not even going to bother pronouncing it, but it's a really nice mascara anyway. So I'm going to be popping that on my top and bottom lashes, and I do like to give them a few coats. We'll be wearing false lashes for this look. I'm using my Ardell Double Wispies lashes, but I'm going to be doing my lips while I wait for the eyelash glue to dry. So I'm using my NYX lip liner in the colour Prune just to line my lips. I do fill in the whole lip using the lip liner. Now that the eyelash glue has gone a little bit tacky, I'm just going to pop those on. I like to use my tweezers and my finger and my thumb just to push them together just so they stay in place. Next is onto lipstick. I'm using MAC's Rebel, but unfortunately the eyeshadow palette covered the whole application, so I couldn't record. And then I'm using Tanya Burr Cosmetics. I'm not sure, it's the colour Bewitching for gloss, but unfortunately I recorded over that as well with my palette. So I'm going to quickly curl my hair using my Remington Pearl wand. I did use some dry shampoo prior just to give it that little bit of texture. I just like to comb it through using my fingers. I don't like to use a brush because I find it makes it too fluffy and too doll like looking. So I'm adding my VO5 Give Me Texture spray just to give it that bit of oomph. I'm also going to clip it to the side as sometimes my hair does annoy me when it gets in my face, and I'll set it all with some VO5 hairspray. This brings me to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.